Out pretty good considering majority of the folks can't stand him.
Spoiler alert. Since its debut, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has received a range of reviews. The laugh track is the primary issue for some fans, but overall, the Young Sheldon sequel is favorably appreciated. However, there is one significant thing that the third season of the Big Bang Theory franchise achieves better than Young Sheldon. Compared to his younger brother, Georgie Cooper is a much superior protagonist character. An intriguing case study is Sheldon, both young and old. As the main character of Big Bang and Young Sheldon, it is obvious that we are meant to support him. However, he is not intended to be a sympathetic figure. He lacks empathy for people around him and is conceited and extremely inflexible. Not exactly the traits you want a protagonist to have. But for you, that's simply Sheldon. Look at Georgie now. He is 19 years old, recently married, has a baby, and is coping with the loss of his father. We want to see someone who is going through that kind of hardship succeed. He is not a young genius who is given everything. The working-class Georgie is more relatable to the average viewer than the Caltech-bound Sheldon. Is Georgie flawless? No, of course not. In the Cooper household, however, he is the obvious winner when it comes to carrying a show as a protagonist.
How's he with debt? Because I got me a few folds of that.
Welcome to Movie Spy. Sheldon Cooper as Young Sheldon's principal character. One of the most enduring and contentious personalities on broadcast television is Sheldon Cooper. Everyone is aware of him. He is arrogant, conceited, self-centered, and unduly preoccupied with his own accomplishments. That would make any other protagonist nearly immediately despised. However, Sheldon is unique since, well, that's Sheldon. The majority of his attraction as a Big Bang leader came from laughing at all of his idiosyncrasies and peculiarities rather than from supporting him. Sheldon quickly outlived his welcome with many fans, though, as such an approach can only keep a program going for so long. Many viewers concurred that Young Sheldon got better when it switched its emphasis halfway through the run from the title character to the family ensemble. The main problem with developing a prequel around a figure like this is that there is no space for character development because we know from Big Bang that he develops into the same kind of person as an adult. Sheldon is the same person as a child, adolescent, and adult. It was a grave mistake for anyone to enter Young Sheldon with the expectation that the younger Cooper would be easier to relate to. The fact that he is young is nearly a disadvantage. How can the typical TV watcher relate to the challenges of a bright child who enters high school at age 9 and college at age 14? Naturally, we're not supposed to be able to relate to that particular circumstance, but rather the universal problems of blending in with our surroundings. However, Sheldon doesn't appear to mind that he doesn't have any true acquaintances or ties of his own age. And why should we care if he doesn't? Georgie Cooper as a prominent figure. Georgie has the upper hand there. In contrast to Sheldon, who is a pompous, haughty scholar, Georgie is a common man. Georgie has been dealt the hardest hand, despite Sheldon's insistence that he has it difficult. Immediately after graduating from high school, he became a father. Even though he lied about his age to get into that predicament, it was admirable how he stepped up. At the age of 19, Georgie unexpectedly found himself supporting a new wife and child. Finally, his father dies, making him the new father figure for his mother and sister. For anyone of any age, let alone a teenager, that would be a lot. When Georgie thinks he's suffering a heart attack, we witness this very early on in Georgie and Mandy. The audience discovers how much Georgie is struggling with her new duty, even though it turns out to be a simple panic attack. We can support someone like that. Similar to Sheldon, viewers are spared the experience of Georgie's predicament. Nonetheless, a lot of viewers have had difficulty supporting their families and are aware of the difficulties of doing so when the odds are against them. Additionally, Georgie is a kind person. He is a kind husband and father who is nearly always smiling. Viewers are hoping for the success of this decent individual who has been knocked down by life. Sheldon, on the other hand, has never experienced any difficulties outside of the classroom. Additionally, Georgie is less constrained by Big Bang continuity, and the series is free to examine his development as a character. In Young Sheldon's first season, he is your normal elder brother in a sitcom. Georgie is upset that Sheldon will be attending his high school class. However, Georgie comes into his own after Sheldon leaves school. When he gets a job and becomes a husband and father, he gets over his teenage problems. Georgie is undoubtedly flawed, but he acknowledges this and makes an effort to become a better person. It's amazing to see how much he has grown as a person over the series. His sincere attempts to improve himself are evident to the audience. He is the kind of person you want to base a feel-good comedy on because he is strong-willed, kind, and relatable. He is essentially Sheldon's antithesis. On December 5th, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage will air again on CBS. Paramount Plus offers the series for streaming. Thanks for watching.